welcome back. So I hope everything went smooth for you guys. So now we're going to go ahead and work on the shoes. Again, we are doing 0 to 3 months. So we're going to go ahead and start with the darker yellow. You can do it in whatever you want. It's just a nice contrast to the dress. So let's go ahead and chain 9. All right, in the second chain from the hook, we're going to single crochet and single crochet in the next 6. Sorry. You should have 1 stitch left. So we have actually 7 single crochets, and we have our last stitch here. In this last stitch, we are going to do 5 single crochets, and it's going to wrap us around. Yep, maybe. Okay, 1. Try to get your tail tucked as we go here. Now we should be going down the other side of the chain, and we are going to single crochet 6. Whoops, let me grab my tail. Okay. I'm so used to doing shoes with a much smaller hook. We're using the 5mm hook still, and it's just not as tight as I used to having. Okay, in our last stitch here, we're going to go ahead and do 2 single crochets. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and slip stitch here to the first stitch, and we've got a little bottom there. Let me get this cleaned up and out of the way. All right, we're going to chain 1. And inside, right where we chained out of, we want to go ahead and do 2 single crochets. And then 6 single crochets. Sure is bright, guys, isn't it? If I can get this not so bright so you guys can see a little better. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to increase in all 5 of these stitches. So we're going to do 2 single crochets 5 times. 2 single crochets, 1 increase 5 times. Okay, and that's number 5. I'm going to go ahead and single crochet 7 down this other side. Okay, and then increase in our last stitch here. Which actually looks like chain stitch, but we'll see what we're doing here. There's that one. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and attach with a slip stitch. Okay, we ready? Chain 1, single crochet, increase in the same stitch. And then we are going to single crochet 11. 10 and 11. Very nice. We are going to increase in the next 3 stitches. So 2 single crochets in the next 3 stitches. Oh my. Okay, and then single crochet 11 back up this other side. Okay, and in our last stitch, we're going to go ahead and do an increase. Make sure that was 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 11. Sorry about that. And an increase in the last stitch. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead, we're going to chain 1 again. And what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet all the way around, but we are only going to single crochet in the back loop. That is going to be here. Do you see that? That one, okay? And we should have 32 stitches. This is a good time to make that up. If you do not, I will come back after you have done your 32 back loop only single crochets. Okay, so I got all the way around, back loop only. I counted, I have 32 stitches. This is good. And then I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch into the first stitch and chain 1. Now what we want to do is go ahead and single crochet all the way around. We're going to go right back into the stitch that we pulled out of. Again, make sure that we end up with 32 stitches at the end of the round. This is both loops. Okay, 31 and 32. Very, very wonderful. Okay, and let's go ahead and slip stitch to the first stitch. This mess right here is always going to be here because this is our chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1. So always look for that stitch itself, which is over here, way over here. You'll get messed up if you add stuff in there. It's actually right there. And sometimes if you don't know that, go ahead, please use a stitch marker so you're not so darn confused. Okay, here we go. Off and running. So we now chain 1. We're going to single crochet back into that stitch. Then we're going to single crochet into the next 9 stitches. She's driving me crazy. Okay, we're going to do half double crochet, 2 together. Okay, so go ahead and wrap your yarn, go through your first stitch, pull it out, wrap your yarn, go through your second stitch, pull it out, grab your yarn, and pull through all 5. We're going to do 3 of these. Whoops, not double crochets. That's 10. Wrap our yarn, go in, pull through. Wrap our yarn, go in, pull through. Oh, okay, whoops, I'm so sorry. Let's go back here. Okay, we got our 9 single crochets. So we're going to do, okay, sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to do half double crochet 2 together. There's 1. We're going to do that twice. Now we're going to do double crochet 2 together. So that's where we're going to wrap our yarn. We're going to do half of that double crochet, just like this, and pull through it. Then we're going to do it again and pull through 2. And then we're going to pull through all 3. Now, what we are doing is we are turning the toe of this and I'm bringing that up. So make sure this is tight. Make sure you pull it nice and tight when you're done. Okay, let's do the double crochet 2 together again. We're going to wrap our yarn, go in, pull out, go through 2. Just half of a double crochet is all this is. And then once you've completed 2 half of the double crochet, not half double crochets, and then pull through all 3. Okay, then we're going to go back to half double crochet 2 together. So wrap our yarn, go in, come out, wrap our yarn, go in, come out. Okay, there's 1. I'm going to do it one more time. Okay, and now we're going to single crochet in the next 10. Let's hope everything works out, right? Nine and 10. Very lovely. All right. We're getting our toe shaped. Look at that. Okay, guys. Good job. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and slip stitch to the first stitch. Remember, all that stuff there's crap. And chain 1. Single crochet in the same place. 9 single crochets. Okay, we're going to do half double crochet decreases 3 times. Half double crochet decreases 3 times. And it's going to start to get real tight here, but that's what we want it to do. So there's 1. Sorry, my yarn is messing with me so bad here. Whoops. Wrap, grab, and grab. That's 2. I typically like using a smaller hook and really getting these shoes firm and tight because I do like cowboy boots and things like that. But not all the patterns are like that. So you have, if you want to do the pattern, then you do the pattern, right? All right, we did 3. Now we should be able to have 10 single crochets back down the other side. And 10. Okay, next. Okay, so you guys made it around. Now this actually is the end of the shoe for the pattern, is to just to slip this, slip stitch to the first stitch, and this is done. Let me get my hook. Like this. Now, from experience, they're very cute, right? But from experience, the problem that I have ran into is that babies they lay like this and they just push their feet. If you do not have some sort of a strap, they're not going to even stay on for your photo shoot, let alone if you wanted to dress them up for a party or Halloween or something like that. So this is completely optional, but what I do is I'll make this little trim around, and we'll make this little band right here. We get some Velcro on it, and that way we can just stick it wherever we want to stick it, and then the booty hopefully can stay on. It's a little bit better chance that it's going to stay on. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. This is going to be the right foot, and then after we do the right foot, I will tell you what you need to do for the left foot, because we need the strap to go the opposite direction, correct? Correct. Okay, so we're going to come back here. Here's where we finished off with our 10 single crochets. So let's go ahead. We're going to slip stitch over 7. That includes this. Do not chain 1. Just slip stitch into it and keep moving. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 8. Don't chain super tight. Not super loose either, but not tight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now what we want to do is just go back down the chain with a slip stitch. So there should be 7 slip stitches. And 7. Now let's slip stitch right back into the same place that we brought this out of. Okay, that'll straighten that up. And then all we're going to do is slip stitch all the way around the rest of the booty. Slipper, whatever you would like to call it. Shoe. And it puts a nice little trim on it. It also tightens everything up real nice and sharp because slip stitches are really tight. So that'll make everything look just a tad bit better. We're going to keep going around here. Okay. Slip stitch. Now, I'm going to show you something real nice. So let's go ahead and so we can finish this off so it looks really good. Let's go ahead and cut our yarn and go ahead and just pull it through. I love doing this on the end of things. Again, especially if it's small because people can see it. Okay, so what we want to do is we find that first slip stitch that we created, which is here. Your slip stitches are always on the side, on the face, not on top. So that is right here. Okay, so we're going to go in through the back into that first slip stitch. Now we're going to see the stitch, get in here, where the yarn is coming out of. And the yarn is coming out here. I don't know why that looks, that's right here. Right in there. It's a little baby, I'm sorry about that. We're going to go ahead and put it in through there and down into the back. And what this does, see that? It created a slip stitch, so you can't see where anything begins or ends. It's very sharp looking. And then we're going to go ahead and just weave our end in. By the way, if you guys don't have these little curved hooks like this, you need to get them. They're dang amazing. It makes it so much easier. I got them when I was doing amigurumi because it's always shaped, you know, it's a head or it's always a round. And they really work so well. They just work well all the time. Okay, and then I will take just a small piece, about yay big. Oh, not those scissors. Those are my yarn scissors. And since I know I'm making a second one, I'm going to go ahead and just make sure it's about the same size so it doesn't look weird while I'm here, right? Not even in the camera, but sorry about that. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da, and the nifty glue. And my nifty Velcro. Okay, peel this off. It's already very sticky, like I said, but I just don't trust it. So it does not hurt at all to just be a little extra, you know, protect yourself. You don't want your stuff falling apart on people. You just don't. And unfortunately, it happens so easily with yarn. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and just get this stuck on here where we want it. Make sure that it's all covered. I may have to trim it. But now, I do not want to click it. I don't want to push it on this side yet because if a little bit of this glue squeezes out, we're gonna have some problems. So then it's gonna go like that and really hold that. Sorry guys, really hold that shoe down like this. So this is the right foot. For the left foot, what you're gonna do is when you come around and you finish your 10 single crochets, you're going to begin to slip stitch, but you're going to slip stitch all the way over here, 17 slip stitches. Then you're going to do exactly the same thing. Chain up 8, slip stitch down 7, and then you're going to complete the slip stitch over and get yourself, if you're doing the flap, if you're doing Velcro, get that on there. All right, guys? Wow, was that fun or what? Okay, so I also have the Beast outfit, which I will put the link below, but he is a cutie patootie. So here is his jacket. Sits like this. There's his jacket, if you guys can see it, and his pants, which are so awesome. I will put the link below if you guys would like to do the Beast as well as doing Belle. But I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. And today was kind of a rough day, so I hope it wasn't too apparent to you guys. And please, thank you guys so much for joining me. And like always, please like, share, and subscribe. All right, till next